always we can learn. I humbly request everyone that I have posted the final pastimes of His Holiness Kadamba Kanand Swami, glorified by His Holiness Jayadvaita Swami Maharaj. If you cannot listen completely, just listen from 15 minutes, 50-second mark. I have posted on the both group. It will churn your feeling. Great devotees, they exhibit through their personal example how we should live our life and how we should live this world. Very wonderful. And whoever wants, tomorrow 4:30 a.m. in the morning, I will be playing a video of the final class or instruction, only 14 minutes long, because Maharaj cannot even maintain his breathing. Kadamba Kanand Swami Maharaj has left the 14 minutes final words before he departs from this world. So we will be playing tomorrow. During the hottest season, Northern Hemisphere, if one can perform upvas without water, one is performing a great feat. One may take only Charnamrit and Achman water. Bhima requested one Vrat day by which he could obtain the fruits of all other days of Vrat that he was incapable of observing. So Vyasadeva advised him to follow this difficult Vrat. So if you have missed any Ekadasi fasting, you can do Nirjala and you can get the benefit of all the Ekadasi's fasting. So one should worship the Lord in the evening by bathing him in milk. On the Dwadasi, one should give full pots of water to Brahmanas and feed them before breaking one's fast. Samvatsarasya ye madhye ekadasyo bhavanti he tasam phalam avapnoti putramena atra shamsyati iti nam keshava prahasankha chakra gadadhara. Hari Bhakti Vilas 1525 from Padma Purana by Vyasadeva. Speak to Bhismadev. O son, Lord Keshava, who holds the club, disc, conch and lotus flower in his hand, personally told me that all of the merit achieved by fasting on whatever Ekadasis fall in 1 year can be attained by fasting on this one Ekadasi, which is called Pandava Nirjala Ekadasi. Of this, there is no doubt. Atma druha krutastastu yer esa nahi uposhita parat mano durachara dushtas tena atra shamsayaha. Hari Bhakti Vilas 1533 from Padma Purana. Vyasadeva speak to Bhishmadev. Anyone who does not fast on this particular Ekadasi, Nirjala Ekadasi, they should be understood to be sinful, corrupted, and suicidal person without any doubt. So the story of this Pandava Nirjala Ekadasi goes like this. Once, Bhimasena, the younger brother of Maharaj Yudhishthira, asked the great sage Srila Vyasadeva, the grandfather of Pandavas, if it is possible to return to the spiritual world without having observed all the rules and regulations of the Ekadasi fast. Bhimsena then spoke as follows: O greatly intelligent and learned grandfather, my brother Yudhishthir, my dear mother Kunti, and my beloved wife Draupadi, as well as Arjuna, Nakul, and Sahdev, fast completely on each Ekadasi and strictly follow all the rules and guidelines and regulative principles of that sacred day. Being very religious, they always tell me that I should also fast on that day too. But oh, learned grandfather, this is the greatness of this personality that they reveal their heart without any hesitations. That's the true way of expressing, and Krishna will reciprocate. So, O learned, this is Bhishmadev, not Bhishmadev, Bhimsena is speaking. O learned grandfather, I tell them that I cannot live without eating, because as the son of Vayudev, Saman Prana, the digestive air, hunger is unbearable to me. I can give widely in charity, and also I can worship Lord Keshava properly with all manner of wonderful upcharas, items. But I cannot ask to fast on Ekadasi. Please tell me how I can obtain the same merits result without fasting. So hearing these wonderful words, the grandson of Bhima, Srila Vyasadeva said to Bhima, if you want to go to the heavenly planets and avoid the hellish planets, you should indeed observe a fast on both the light and dark Ekadasis. So Bhimsena replied, O great saintly intelligent grandfather, please listen to my plea. O greatest of Munis, since I cannot live if I eat only once in a day, how can I possibly live if I fast completely? Within my stomach burns a special fire named Vrika, the fire of digestion. Agni, the fire god, descends from Lord Vishnu through Brahma, and from Brahma to Agniras, from Agniras to Bruhaspati, and from Bruhaspati to Sramyu, who was Agni's father. He is the gatekeeper in charge of Nairiti, the southern eastern direction. He is one of the 8 material elements, and Parikshit Maharaj, he is very expert at examining these things. He examined Maharaj Sibi once by turning into a dove. For further information on this incident, Sri Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srimad Bhagavatam commentary on 112.20 purport. Agni is divided into 3 categories. Davagni, the fire in the wood; Jatrangini, the fire in the digestion, in the stomach; and Vedavagni, the fire that creates fog when hot and cool streams mix in, for example, the ocean. Another name for the fire of digestion is Vrika. It is this powerful fire that resided in Bhima's stomach. Only when I eat to my full satisfaction does the fire in my stomach become satisfied. O great sage, I might possibly be able to fast only once. So I beg that you please tell me of an Ekadasi that is worthy of my fasting, and that includes all other Ekadasis. I shall faithfully observe that fast and hopefully still become eligible for liberation's release. Srila Vyasadeva replied, O king, you have heard from me about the various kind of occupational duties, such as elaborate Vedic ceremonies and pujas. In Kali Yuga, however, no one will be able to observe all these occupational and functional duties properly. I shall therefore tell you how, at practically no expense, one can endure some small austerity and achieve the greatest benefit and resultant happiness. The essence of what is written in the Vedic literature, known as the Puranas, is that one should not eat on either the dark or light fortnight Ekadasis. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 12, 13, 12, and 15, the Bhagavad Puranam is itself the essence or cream of all Vedanta philosophy, Sarva Vedanta Saram. And the Srimad Bhagavatam's unequivocal message is that of full surrender to Lord Sri Krishna and rendering of loving devotional service to him. Observing Ekadasi strictly is a great aid in that process. And here, Srila Vyasadeva is simply stressing to Bhima the importance of the Ekadasi Vratam. He continued that one who fasts on Ekadasis saved from going to the hellish planets. Hearing Srila Vyasadeva's words, the son of Vayu, Bhimsena, the strongest of all warriors, become frightened and begin to shake like a leaf on a banyan tree in a strong wind. But we have become so stubborn. Instruction after instruction, it doesn't move our heart. How still frame heart has become. When we read, when we see the life of this great personality, still our heart doesn't move. What a misfortune. At least I can speak for myself. So, hearing Srila Vyasadeva words, the son of Vayu Bhimadev, the strongest of all the warriors, become frightened and begin to shake like a leaf on a banyan tree in a strong wind. The frightened Bhishmasena then said, "O grandfather, what should I do? I'm completely unable and ill-equipped to fast twice in a month throughout the year. Please tell me of one fasting day that will bestow the greatest benefit upon me." So Vyasadeva, seeing the sincerity of the Bhimsena, he replied, "Without drinking even water, you should fast on the Ekadasi that occurs during the light fortnight of the month of Jyeshtha, May and June, when the sun travels in the sign of Taurus, Vrishabh, and Gemini, Mithun. According to learned personalities, on this day one may bathe and perform achman for pratiprakshana purification. But while performing achman, one may drink only that amount of water equal to a drop of gold, or that amount is takes to immerse a single mustard seed. We should not take the whole spoon of Charnamriti one. Haribol. Only this amount of water should be placed in the right palm for sipping, which one should form to resemble a cow's ear. If one drinks more water than this, he might as well have drunk wine despite the soaring heat of summer in the northern hemisphere and cold in the southern hemisphere. One must certainly not eat anything, for if he does so, he breaks his fast. This rigid fast is in effect from sunrise on the Ekadasi day to the sunrise on the Dwadasi day. If a person endeavors to observe this great fast very strictly, he easily achieves the result of observing all 24 other Ekadasi fasts throughout the entire year. On Dwadasi, the devotees should bathe early in the morning. I think that Nand Baba made that mistake, right? He went early to take the bath, and then Varuna's servant captured Nanda Maharaj. So on the Dwadasi, the devotees should bathe early in the morning. Then, according to the prescribed rules, guidelines, and regulative injunctions, and of course, depending on his ability, he should give some gold and water to worthy brahmanas. Finally, he should cheerfully honor prasadam with brahmana. O Bhishmasena, Haribol, not Bhishmasena. Bhimsena, one who can fast on this special Ekadasi in this manner, reaps the benefit of having fasted on every Ekadasi during the year. There is no doubt of this, nor should be one. Haribol. O Bhim, now here the specific merit one gets by fasting on this Ekadasi. The Supreme Lord Keshava, who holds a conch, disc, club, and lotus, personally told me, everyone should take shelter of me and follow my instructions. Haribol. Then he told me that one who fasts on this Ekadasi without taking even drinking water or eating becomes free of all sinful reaction, and that water should be size of the mustard seed. And that one who observes the difficult Nirjala fast on just Shukla Ekadasi truly reaps the benefit of all other Ekadasi fast. O Bhimsena, in the Kali Yuga, the age of quarrel and hypocrisy, when all the principles of the Vedas will have been destroyed or greatly minimized, and when there will be no proper charity or observance of the ancient Vedic principles and ceremonies, how will there be any means of purifying the soul? But there is the opportunity to fast on Ekadasi and become free of all one's past sins. O son of Vayu, What more can I say to you? You should not eat during the Ekadasis that occur during the dark and light fortnights. This is how many? Third or fourth time repetitions. And you should even give up drinking water. Nir means no, and Jala means water. On particularly auspicious Ekadasi day of Jesh Shukla Ekadasi. O Vrikrodara, the voracious eater, whoever fasts on this Ekadasi receive the merits of bathing in all the places of pilgrimage. No airfare, no expense. Get the benefit. Giving all kind of charities to worthy persons and fasting on all the dark and light Ekadasis throughout the year. In one go of this, there is no doubt. O tiger among men, whoever fasts on this Ekadasi truly becomes a great person and achieves all manner of opulence and wealth, Haribol, grains, strength, and health. And at the fearful moment of death, the terrible Yamadutas, whose complexions are yellow and black, and who brandish huge maces and 12 mystic posh ropes in the air for binding their victims, will refuse to approach him. You know, I was talking to one of my old members, our dear Manoj Kapoor's father, Rakesh Kapoor, I think. And he was saying one thing. We were talking about this influence of the age of Kali. Where is the shelter? Where is the peace in this material world? Only through chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And then he was telling me, Prabhu, yes, I totally agree. He said, recently I heard the incident in India that one son, he was the only son of the father. So he was in need of money. So he approached his father. Please give me 50,000 rupees. Father was wealthy, having money in the account, and also he had some gold also. In India, people do conserve and save some for emergency. Gold is also carry. You know, like the Kali asked Parikshit Maharaj, he said, you can stay those 4 places. So Kali wandered around in this world and he saw no sign of those things. So he again approached Parikshit Maharaj. Where is those places? You said reside there. I have to exist now in Kali Yuga. And you tell me that these 4 places where people are drinking, people are mixing without no restrictions to get intoxicated, consuming the animal flesh. Those, I couldn't find any place in your kingdom, but I need to exist. Give me some place. Where should I reside? So Parikshit Maharaj told him, there, wherever the gold is, you can reside there. So opulence and gold is not good. Why I'm sharing this story? Because Rakesh Prabhu told me that that son asked and his father refused. After a couple of days, the son invited father, Father, can you come for the dinner at my house? Which father can deny the request of his dear son? So he went there. What the son did to the father, he put the rope around the neck of his father, hang him. And then when the father died, he put into the car and take somewhere where nobody can see it. And he put that fire to the car and the body of his father. The son should give the fire after the father leaves the body. But in Kali Yuga, the son is giving the fire, even the father is living. This is not a good situation, brother and sister. And it is gonna get worse and worse as the time comes. Don't wait for that any other life. Krishna has given you perfect arrangement in this life. And if you miss it, I can tell you that you will suffer like anything at the time of death. You will regret it heavily. But look at the life of His Holiness Kadambakanand Swami. He was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. He never took any medicine, he never took any treatment. And look how peacefully, even though it was impossible, and his spiritual master is advising him that because your body is so fragile, don't chant. Or if you chant one mantra, one beat, I will take it for granted that you have chanted the whole round. And what was the response from Kadambakanand Swami? I must chant my 16 rounds up to the last breath. Do you think that Kadambakanand Swami Maharaj has no pain in his body? He was not sleeping even. Jayadvaita Swami says that because of his fragile health, it will take 12 to 14 hours to complete. Finally, the final moment came and he was not able to even pronounce. He doesn't have that voice. But Jayadatta Swami Maharaj witnessed that he was holding his bed, moving the bed in his hand. In the mind he was chanting and blissfully lived this world. And Maharaj says, Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna, they came personally to take him. And all the demigods showered the flowers upon the body of Kadambakanand Swami. All these disciples of Prabhupada has lived a brilliant life. Everybody has passed their life in a unique way. And they all has attained the perfection of life. As Jayadvaita Swami Maharaj says that he was so happy. His face was glowing like anything. Complete satisfaction of his life, that whatever the desire he has was completely satisfied by Lord Sri Krishna. So holy name, this personality is proving us. As we were reading also, Raghunath Das Goswami, meditative mood to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Krishna personally come to protect them from the tiger when they came to drink the water from Radha Kund. Radharani put the veil on the top of Raghunath because it was a scorching heat at mid-noon. Srimati Radharani was personally perspiring. Sanatana Goswami witnessed both incidents. So, have a faith in the holy name. Holy name can give us everything. Why I'm saying that? Because today is the Ekadasi. We have nothing to eat. We have nothing, just absorbs in chanting the holy name. So rather, if we don't do this work properly, at the fearful moment of death, the terrible Yamadutas, whose complexion are yellow and black, and who brandish huge maces and 12 mystic fast ropes in the air for binding their victim, will refuse to approach him. Rather, such a faithful soul will at once be taken to the supreme abode of Lord Vishnu by the Vishnu Dutas. That's why Maharaj lived his body so peacefully, shining on the face, whose transcendently beautiful forms are clothed in gorgeous yellowish garment, and who each hold a disc, club, conch, and lotus in their forehands, resembling Lord Vishnu. It is to gain all this benefit that one should certainly fast on this very auspicious and important Ekadasi, even from water, just one mustard seed. When the other Pandavas heard about this benefit to be gained by following just Shukla Ekadasi, they resolved to observe it exactly as their grandfather, Srila Vyasadeva, had explained it to their brother Bhimsena. All the Pandavas observed it by refraining from eating or drinking anything, and thus this day is also known as Pandava Nirjala Dvadasi. Technically, it is Mahadvadasi. Srila Vyasadeva continued, O Bhismasen, therefore you should observe this important fast to remove all your past sinful reactions. You should pray to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, in this way, making your Sankalpa declaration. O Lord of all the Devas, demigod, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, today I shall observe Ekadasi without taking any water. O unlimited Anantadev, I shall break fast on the next day, Dvadasi. There was some thought in my mind, but I wouldn't able to capture it. It may come later. Thereafter, to remove all his sins, the devotee should honor this Ekadasi fast with full faith in the Lord and with full control over his senses. We need to cut down eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. These are the basic principles of material life. And if we cannot conquer those things, we are non-different than four-legged animal. Only thing we have only two legs, that's only the difference. Yeah, I was thinking that there are so many people, they don't believe in God. And what they do, when you talk to them, they will say, okay, I don't believe in your God. Show me. Your God can destroy me right now. God has no interest in your life. Why he want to destroy you? Live your sinful life more longer and suffer more. Why Krishna wants to show you his strength to you? And then nothing happened to them. Then they say, see, I told you, there is no God. So we have to be very extremely careful. If you don't have the firm faith in the divine words of Lord Sri Krishna, do not associate with those persons because they can shaken up your faith. Haribol. That was the thought was in my mind when I read this. So best of the human being, although a person should also give water and cows in charity during this Ekadasi, we feel, we build the big mansions, we drive the expensive cars, show us like a very rich people. Do this thing, what they are telling you. These old time people used to do those things. They were much, much more richer. This advancement, so-called advancement, is nothing but the bringing the frustrations and downhill the human form of life. That's all the advancement is. If for some reason or other he cannot, which is the case for all of us, then he should give a qualified Brahmana some cloth or pot filled with water. Indeed, the merit achieved by giving water alone equals that gained by giving gold 10 million times a day. Haribol. Daily basis, it says, what does it cost to offer the obeisances? But we are so proud. We don't want to offer obeisances. And our great Acharya, they says, Raghunath Das Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Rupa Goswami, they were offering thousands of obeisances to the deity and 2,000 obeisances to the devotees. But when we meet with the devotees, we have no feeling in our heart to offer the obeisances. So fallen. There is no need to perform any other kind of religious duty. Observing of this Ekadasi fast alone promotes one to the supreme abode of Lord Shiva Vishnu. O best of the Kurus, if one donates gold cloth or anything else on this day, the merit one obtains is imperishable. And whatever Acharya says about chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna Mahamantra can give you everything, as it was exhibited by Kadamba Kanand Swami Maharaj and so many, Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, Sridhar Swami Maharaj, Gaur Govinda Swami Maharaj, Sridhar Swami Maharaj, Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, so many great personality. They exhibit a wonderful life. Observing this Ekadasi, which is merged with Dvadasi, frees one from the horrible sin of killing a Brahmana, drinking liquor and wine, becoming envious of one's spiritual master, and ignoring his instructions, and continually telling lies. Still they get the benefit. What a great boon. Furthermore, O best of being Jivottama, any man or woman who observe this fast properly and worship the Supreme Lord, Jalsai, he who sleep on the water, and who on the next day satisfied a qualified Brahmana with nice sweets and a donation of cow and money, such a person certainly pleases the Supreme Lord Vasudeva. So much so that 100 previous generation in his family undoubtedly go to the Supreme Lord's abode, Haribol. That's 100 previous generations. If you are seeking to help your forefathers that you don't even remember the name, even though they may have been very sinful, of bad character and guilty of suicide, etc. Indeed, one who observes this amazing Ekadasi rides on a glorious celestial airplane, Viman, to the Lord's abode. That Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj, we see that superior plane come to take them. Krishna is very kind. One who on this day gives a Brahmana a water pot, umbrella or shoes, surely goes to the heavenly planets. Indeed, he who simply hears these glories also attain to the transcendental abode of the Supreme Lord Sri Vishnu. Haribol. Whoever performed the Shraddha ceremony to the forefathers on the dark moon day, called Amavasya, particularly if it occurs at the time of a solar eclipse, undoubtedly achieves great merit. But this same merit is achieved by him who simply hears this sacred narration. So powerful and so dear to the Lord on this Ekadasi day. One should clean his teeth properly and without eating or drinking, observe this Ekadasi to please the Supreme Lord Krishna. On the day after Ekadasi, one should worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his form as Trivikrama by offering him water, flowers, incense, and a brightly burning lamp. Then the devotee should pray from the heart. This is the prayer we should be chanting tomorrow. O God of gods, O deliverer of everyone, O Rishikesh, master of the senses, please kindly bestow upon me the gift of liberation. Though I can offer you nothing greater than this humble pot filled with water, I think the prayer we should make is do whatever you feel, whatever you want to do with me. My life belongs to you. That's the mood we should pray for it. You can give me a lot of pain, suffering, or you can take me to your abode. Whatever pleases you, my dear Lord, please bestow upon this fallen soul. Then the devotees should donate water pot to the Brahmana. O Bhimsena, after this Ekadasi fast and donating the recommended item according to his ability, we are so poor. What can we do? And so many, like Arvind Prabhu asks, Prabhu, this advancement should make us happy, right? See for yourself. The devotees should feed brahmanas and thereafter honor prasadam silently. Srila Vyasadeva concluded by saying this thing, that I strongly urge you to fast on this auspicious, purifying, sin-devouring Dwadasi in just the way I have outlined. Thus, you will be completely freed from all sins and reach the supreme abode. I would like to say that just by attentive chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra can deliver also the same result. Only thing we have to become completely absorbed, like Raghunath Das Goswami. When he was chanting, tiger and the tigress came to drink the water. He was unaware of the surrounding. That full concentration should be there. Actually, one of the devotees asked me yesterday when I was walking, day before yesterday, that Prabhuji, you are so kind giving your association to all this. I said, no, I am getting their association. I'm not giving my association. I'm a fallen. But she said, Prabhuji, why don't you come to the temple today to Pandava Nirjala Ekadasi? You can sit and chant there. But I told her today, early in the late night, no, last night I texted her, Mataji, I respect your desire, but there is, Mangalarti will be happening 40 minutes, then Tulsi Puja, all these things, Guru Puja. And if I'm there, I can't resist to join. But then I cannot meditate on the holy name, which I have taken a vow that I should continue chanting in the morning time. But I wrote her that if we are most welcome to come to my home and chant with me, no problem. So, yeah, I want to go to the temple, but morning time is somehow or other. I feel that I should meditate on the holy name because our Acharya has mentioned that absorption in the holy name is the best way for remembrance of Krishna. And the topmost principle of all devotional practice is we should always remember Krishna. We should never forget Krishna. And our Acharyas are so kind that they have exhibited in their life. Like we see that Kadamba Kanan Swami Maharaj, even though he was not unable to utter He was moving his beds up to the final moment. So these are the personality we should follow. I'm just giving that example of just Kadambakanan Swami Maharaj, but all the disciple of Srila Prabhupada has attained that deep attachment. The Raghunath Goswami, Sanatan Goswami chastised him so much. Why you are giving trouble to even Srimati Radharani? Build a small hut, but they feel why I want to waste the time building the hut to make the situation comfortable. But in our life, we spend 95% of our time to make our material life comfortable. That's all we are doing. And do we think that we will become free from the cycle of birth and death? Krishna has given us everything we need, brother and sister, but we have deep-rooted attachment doesn't allow us to absorb in the holy name. And we will regret it so badly. What I did, build big house, try to make all this living situation perfectly. You know, my Guru Maharaj gave a wonderful example. I cannot stop, sorry. So one mendicant, he decided, this material world is horrible. I want to completely dedicate. So he gave up his family. He gave up everything. He took only a couple of pairs of copings and very simple thing. And he left, went to the forest. He decided, I'm not gonna get entangled in anything. I just want to do the bhajan nicely. So he had a small hut. When he chanted, some of the rats was coming and disturbing his meditations. So this is a learned person. He knows all these things. What he need to do to get rid of the rats is to bring the cat. So he bring the cat. Then cat is giving the problem because if he doesn't feed the cat milk, meow, meow, meow. He said, this is horrible. I thought even that the rat was even nicer because at least he was not making any noise. He was just moving around, little noise here and there, but cat is worse. How to get rid of the cat? So he got the dog. So its journey goes on like this, trying to solve the problem. Then he thought, how can I handle all these things? Let me get married. And my wife will handle everything. And I will be totally focused on holy name. So he got married. He got children. Then he said, how can I do this when my loved ones I have bring into this material world? I need to take care of them. Start working overtime, making money, making the family happy. And how the end of the life ended? He just realized that he wants to get free from it. The same thing captured his life. So when we take initiation on that day, remember that emotion in your heart. You are feeling, oh, now I got the mercy of my Guru Maharaj. I'm gonna be so serious in my devotional life. This is the things I want to do in my life. After a couple of years, if somebody says, Prabhuji, would you be able to render some service today? Oh, Prabhu, I love to do this, but I have something for my family to do. I have already committed. Yes, Prabhu. You remain committed. That's what our life is. I'm speaking about myself. We have no interest. We have all the interest to do everything else very nicely. But when it comes to render service and become dependent. This is the word we should remember. What does it mean by dependent? If you hold on to your thing that you know that I can sustain this life, how can you become dependent on Krishna? This all great personality, they live their life depending on Krishna. Kanamakanand Swami Maharaj says, even though the cancer stage 4, he said, I'm not going to take a medicine. I'm not going to see the doctor. I'm not going to go to the hospital. He told his spiritual master, Jayadvaita Swami Maharaj, let me live peacefully in Vrindavan. That's dependency. Complete shelter. And what happened? Krishna took care of them. Nobody can do anything to us unless Krishna sanctions it. That's the faith is required. But we have so much. I'm speaking about myself, so please do not feel you are all exalted. But I just feel like that what are we doing in this life? Krishna has given us everything. And still, if he cannot cross over this material existence, do you think that Krishna will think twice about us giving this wonderful situation? We will be staying and spending our life underneath the highway bridge. That's our next destiny would be. If he cannot succeed in the life, we will become a beggar. There is no food, nothing, no shelter. That's the punishment we are seeking. Scripture says that, I'm not repeating. Scripture says this, warn us. We need to learn the lesson. I don't know how many lessons Krishna has to bring in our life to become serious. It's so amazing how much strong Maya Devi is. Just think about it. Knowing the poison, Narottam Das Thakur says, knowing that I'm drinking the poison, but we cannot give up drinking the poison. That's the situation we are in. Everyone knows it. We have little realizations. But to continue this path is difficult unless we get the mercy by serving some Vaishnavas, that they become merciful to us. Otherwise, our life is horrible. And what we are suffering right now is nothing. I'm telling you, compared to the last moment of your death, you wait for that moment and you will see my whole life there was no, that much difficulty was there. When you know, this is amazing. When some difficulty comes, we feel afraid. Oh, Raghav Chandra Prabhu is calling. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The streaming is still on.
Yes. Whatever you can do, whatever is best for you, you can stop, no problem. If can hold you doing something, then yeah, you can stop, Prabhuji, no problem. We are just speaking something, it's not that important. Yeah, you can close it, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So, if we have little difficulty, we feel, oh, this is so hard. But even more dangerous situation will come. We will still take care of that situation. Even worst to worst come, we will survive. Krishna give us the strength. But not that way we should leave this world, unfinishing the work, and come back again into this rotten material world where nothing but misery, no happiness, nothing, and just see how, as Mr. Kapoor was telling, that son just hanged that father just to get 50,000 rupees. That's the material world is. So let's chant the holy name. Sorry that I continue speaking uselessly.